That boy. That boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Liquid Cash.
Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash, aka Money Making Mitch. Hide ya. The man, the myth. Y'all already know what it is and know what it ain't. It's Tea Conversations. It's another day, it's another dollar, it's more money and more progress. But it's a new year as well. Happy New Year's to everybody out there, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here. And I appreciate you for being here. Listen, we're gonna get right into it. It's a new live. Man, it's been a hell of a year. It just got started, but it's been a hell of a year, man. I had a wonderful night last night. Didn't expect to go out, but I did, last minute. I decided to, hit the streets and see what was going on. You dig? New Year's is always it's one of those days where you feel like, you want to be by yourself and be alone, and sometimes you want to join the festivities. You want to join everybody in all of the celebration, right? And you want it to have it to be a celebratory moment. But sometimes you just want to vibe by yourself and woosah, meditate, talk to God, and just relax. But last night, my homeboys convinced me to come out last minute. So, I went out last minute. We went to this particular spot at the Virgin. But before I get into that, before I get into what I did last night, we have to toast. Of course, we got to toast to a new year, right? We got to do that. And y'all know I don't really drink, so of course I got me that sparkling apple cider. Yeah. Y'all know I don't drink, man, so I had to go get me that, something that won't get me drunk while I go live, you dig? And if I do drink, it's gonna be a Guinness or my Yadman. Y'all know about that Guinness and that Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? That Guinness and that Red Bull gonna get you right. Only my Yadman know about that. If y'all ain't from the Caribbean, y'all don't know what I'm talking about, man. You feel me? Y'all might still be lost in the sauce, you dig? But if you from the Caribbean, you know what I mean. That Guinness and Red Bull gives you wings. You dig? Last time I did this, I wasn't able to open the actual bottle, but this time, I think I got it. I figured it out. Woo, we got it. We got it open. It didn't have to make a mess. Yes, I got it open and didn't make a mess, man. So, we're gonna cheers to a new year. That's the first thing we're gonna do before we get right into it. We're gonna cheers to a new year, new beginnings, new life. We're gonna celebrate life and the fact that we here and we made it. So we're gonna start off like that, man. We just gonna give props. Give prop to God for allowing us to be here, for allowing us to see another year. We're gonna give props to God for, giving us that guidance that we needed, allowing us to persevere through all the things that we might have been through, allowing us to be, do, and have anything and everything we want this year. And if you haven't got what you wanted this year thus far, be patient, it's on its way. And we're going to just say we thankful and grateful to God for his mercy, his grace, his protection, his guidance. We got to celebrate life. Also celebrate the fact that, we made it this far. Even though you might not be where you want to be, thank God you're not where you used to be. So we're going to celebrate to that. And I want to say cheers to everybody in 2026. This is it. It's going to be a wonderful year. I hope y'all ready. Are you ready? I know I am. And if you ain't ready, you better get ready quick, you dig? Most definitely. Cheers to all of y'all. Yeah, man. How's everybody else doing out there, man? I want to know how y'all doing out there, man. Y'all know I got to talk to my chat. I got to see how y'all doing out there, man. How's everybody doing, man? Let's check the comments out, see what's going on. Shout out to Christina, Happy New Year. Shout out to Chris, Happy New Year. Simone, Happy New Year. You dig? Oh man, y'all have opportunity to call up and chop it up with your boy and wish me a happy new year as well. I'm gonna definitely leave the phone number inside of the comment box, and y'all will be able to tap in with your boy and we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. But you know, it's a new year, so you know what it means. New money, new blessings, new friends, new opportunities. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those years, you dig? Shout out to Tania for that 1999 coming through with that motherfucker you heard early in the year. You know what it is. We trying to save up to buy the Brooklyn Bridge. So shout out to Tania. Happy New Year's to you as well. If you got a question, don't be afraid that, you know what I mean, ask away, you dig? Leave it in the comment section. We can talk about whatever you feel is on your mind that you want to express for the new year. You feel me? I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful last night. Everybody was blessed. Everybody celebrate their family, celebrate the fact that they still here. Hey man, listen man, this year was one hell of a year. A lot of people didn't make it. I want y'all to understand that, man. A lot of people did not make it this year, and the fact that you made it, you blessed. You blessed. You dig? As you can see, Anthony Joshua just came off of a major victory in that fight with, Jake Paul, and he went to Nigeria, and he got in a horrible accident. It was a tragedy. Two of his best friends passed away in that accident right before New Year, man. My heart goes out to him. Condolence to their family. Condolence to him. Hey, man, listen, life is strange. Life is strange. Sometimes you could be on a super high where you're all the way up top. You feel like nothing could touch you. And then all of a sudden a tragedy happened and it just shifts your whole world and changes everything. You dig? So we always have to remain humble and give God the glory and understand that we have to be aware that, some things is out of our hands. Some things we can't control. Some things is going to happen that we don't understand. And it's beyond our comprehension. But we have to believe in God and understand that He has a greater purpose for us. And, sometimes we may lose loved ones in the process of living this daily life. But we have to always keep the faith no matter what. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we have to have faith the size of a mustard seed, and you can move a mountain. So regardless of what's going on around you, family might have passed away, friends might have backstabbed you, things might have went wrong and, in the coming year. But you have to have faith and understand it's for a greater purpose, for a greater cause, beyond your comprehension. You don't understand why things are happening. You can't comprehend it. Your mind is not that vast or that complicated or that evolved. Your mind is not that evolved to understand all the nuances of why things happen and the way they happen. You think you're smart, but you're not that smart. You think you're intelligent, but you're not that intelligent. God is the ultimate intelligence source. He knows what He's doing, and He knows why He's doing what He's doing. It's not our job to question Him. It's not our job to question Him. We don't have the right to question why He does what He do. You dig? And why things happen. We don't have the right to question that. We could try, but your mind can't understand it. It's beyond your intelligence. It's beyond your frequency. The answer lies in another realm somewhere beyond this realm, you dig? So we just got to keep the faith and keep pushing, keep God first, and asking Him to protect us and protect our family, protect our loved ones, and hope that He gives us another second on planet Earth, you dig? Because at the end of the day, man, like I said again, a lot of people didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make it in 2025, man. So the fact that we are here, we can't take it for granted. We got to remain humble. We got to give God the glory and continue to pray that He gives us another day on planet Earth. So cheers to everybody that made it. That's the vibration I'm on today. You feel me now? Like I was saying, let's get right into it, you dig? Let me see what's going on in the chat real quick. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Somebody said this is the best podcast for real. Oh, man, I appreciate you for that. I think that was Ellis. I appreciate you for that, man. Yeah, most definitely. I think definitely, it's the best podcast out here for sure. Yeah, most definitely. I agree with you. I agree with you. This is the best podcast on the internet, and we got to get it out there. So make sure you share it with your friends and your loved ones, your Facebook family, everybody that that you care about. Send them this way so we can talk about whatever they feel like they want to discuss. And that's the thing about this podcast. It's not always about what I want to discuss. Sometimes it's about what you want to discuss and what's on your mind. You feel me? It's all about what you feeling. Because I want to know what you want to know. Somebody asked me, what do I want out of 2026? What do I want? Oh, man. I want everybody that's watching right now to prosper. I want everybody that's tuned in right now to get whatever their heart desire. I want everybody right now that's watching to have one of the best years of their lives. You dig? So that's what I want. I want everybody to just have one of the best years of their lives. You dig? Of course, it's Tea and Conversation, so I also have my tea. You gotta have your tea. If you don't have your tea, shit, I don't know what to tell you, baby. It's getting a little nippy outside. You got to have your tea. And make sure y'all take your meds. That flu virus is going around. Take your meds. You dig? Now, like I was saying, man, last night was an interesting night for me. Last minute, I decided to go out. I wasn't planning on going nowhere, to be honest with you. I bought a new outfit just to get fly for the camera. Sometimes I do that. I buy a new outfit just to get fly for the camera. Not even sometimes. Y'all know I do that every time. Every time I get on this camera, you better believe I went shopping and caught me a new fit. How y'all like my new drip? I got on that, that emerald green and white. Yeah. That emerald green and white with the Louis Vuitton black, hard bottoms. You dig? Most definitely. Emerald green on the pockets. Prada glasses. You know what I mean? Got to do that. Got a little decor on the sleeves, bust down, rolly, little, Jubilee beads and stuff like that and all that. You dig? Don't get it twisted. This right here, I got this as a gift. Y'all probably can't see it. It's a nice little bead with a little gold trinket on top. That's 24 karat gold right there. I got that as a gift. Thank you to the wonderful person that got me that. I appreciate that gift. Most definitely. Of course, I got some slacks on. I'm looking fly than a pelican. Y'all know what it is. I'm fly than Easter Sunday. I gotta do it like that. I gotta match the couch. As y'all can see, I'm matching the couch, right? Yeah, I got on that velvet green with the velvet green couch. Oh man, you gotta coordinate, man. It's New Year's, why not? It's New Year's, why not, man? I gotta do it like I do when I do what I does. I gotta make sure I look my best. Every New Year's, y'all know how I do it, man. Come on, don't act like this is new, man. We've been rocking for the past 2.5 years, man. And y'all know every New Year's, I'm gonna put that shit on. Y'all know that, I gotta do that. Come on, man, anywhere I go, I'm number one, hands down, the best dressed in the building. That's just how that shit is. Don't get mad at me, get mad at God. He made me one of the flyest men in the world. It is what it is. I just know how to put it together, man. I like to coordinate. Anytime I put something together, that's how I do it. I like to coordinate with the decor. You feel me? It's all about the feng shui. So we got to make sure that we coordinate. Anytime you put it on, man, make sure you coordinate. You dig? Cheers to being fresh. Cheers to being blessed. So yeah, like I said again, I bought another jacket that was fly too. Oh my God, I can't wait till I put that on and y'all see that. Woo! That shit so mean. Oh my God, that motherfucker got pearls on it, you dig? I call the jacket the mother of pearls. That's how fly it is. I'm gonna do an episode talking about class, and I'm gonna wear that jacket. I wore it for New Year's. It's fly than a pelican. I know you looking at this like this fly. I know you looking at me right now saying, man, that shit he got on right now is fly. I didn't even wear this for New Year's. I just put this on for this particular episode. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is fly, and this would have been killer for New Year's, of course. But I have another jacket that's killing this jacket, killing this fit. So I had to put that on last night, and that shit was murder. You feel me? Yeah, that was murder. I call the jacket the mother of pearls because it has pearls around the collar. Oh my God, with a nice black bow tie. That shit was, hey, listen, man, phenomenal, flawless. Y'all gonna see it, don't worry. I took some behind the scene footage. I'm gonna chop that up, put that on my Patreon. So if you're not on my Patreon, you won't be able to see that. That's only gonna be exclusive to my Patreon members. Y'all be able to see the behind the scenes for that, you dig? But like I was saying again, man, I went out last night, right? You know, I'm in that beautiful green Rolls Royce, looking fly, of course, a 101. And I parked it at the Virgin. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, it's gonna be a little pretty penny to park. So, cause I'm valeting, you dig? That's how I always do when I'm moving through. So I pulled up, I valet, right? Cooling, I'm chilling, doing what I do. Gave the guy, I offered the guy 50. I'm thinking, you know, I'm a hustler, I'm trying to bargain. I said, man, with $50 to park, he said, nah, you know, it's really free, but you know, you can give me whatever you want. So I said 50, and he was like, nah, 50 is a little too little, it's New Year's. I respect the hustle, I understand he grinding. So I said, cool, I'll give you 100. He said, no problem. Gave me 100, well, I gave him 100, and he said he's gonna park my car, you dig, right, you know, basically in the front entrance. You know, everybody will be able to see it. He'll be able to see it. It will be in a good eye view where, you know, it'll be safe and sound. That's what I'm thinking. After the whole extravaganza, we had a wonderful time. I got back to the car. I noticed that my glove compartment was open and the papers was on the floor. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, what the fuck? What's going on? Anyway, long story short, short story long, somebody went in my motherfucking car, opened the door, took out whatever was in the glove compartment, and took some, you know, one or two valuable items. You dig? And one of the most valuable items they took was my goddamn house keys, man. Yeah, man, this motherfucking bum took my house keys, man. Can you believe it? Man, this is bugged out. Listen, man, I was pissed because I paid you $100 to park my shit to make sure it's secure. And you got my shit right here front and center, and somebody was able to open the door. Matter of fact, you parked the car but didn't even lock it. That's the first mistake. He parked the car, didn't even lock it because it had to be unlocked for the person to be able to get in there. You dig? So, anyway, oh man, right? So anyway, a few things was missing, but the most important thing that was missing was my house keys and my fob, because you can't get in the house or get in the building without having the fob and the house keys and all these other things and etc. You dig? These are things that I need, my mailbox keys and things of that nature. And you know it was a bum because the person, whoever was doing this particular thing, walking around opening people's car door and taking whatever they could find, they really didn't have time to really do what they wanted to do, because I had a Louis Vuitton backpack in on my back seat, and it had about $1,500 in there. So they could have really came up. He could have got $1,500 if he was patient enough and went to the back seat and saw the Louis Vuitton backpack and took that. He would have got the Louis Vuitton backpack and he would have got $1,500. But because he's a poor criminal and he's a unsuccessful criminal, he only got some house keys, which he can't use for nothing because you can't get in the building unless you got certain, credentials. So it's like, you really did that for nothing. Happy New Year's to you. You're an unsuccessful criminal. How do you feel about that? Another unsuccessful criminal. If you want to be a criminal, man, be a smart one, you dig? Don't be a pocket purse grabber. Don't be a pocket thief, you know what I mean? A purse thief, man. A purse snatcher. That's the worst type of criminal you could ever be, is a purse snatcher. Stealing purses from little old ladies and doing sneaky, conniving shit, opening people's car doors and taking their change and shit like that. Like, come on, man. If you're gonna be a criminal, be a smart, successful criminal. If you had patience, you would have been able to really come up, because you would have got $1,500. I know you need it because you're doing shit like that. So you would have came up and got $1,500 in a Louis backpack that you could have sold for another $1,500. So you would have had about $3,000, man. You would have started off with a wonderful New Year's. But because you were a petty criminal and you doing petty crimes, you definitely left with petty money and some car keys and house keys and keys that you can't use. So yeah, that's how my New Year started off. And I looked at it as a positive because it, God said I need new keys to open new doors. You dig? So cheers to having new doors and new keys, you know what I mean? New opportunities. So that's how I look at that, man. God wanted me to get a new set of new keys because I got new doors to open. And he's right. I got new doors to open. This is going to be a wonderful year. There's going to be some new doors that's going to be open. And I'm going to enjoy each and every door that gets open because this is a year of leadership, right? 2026. What does that mean? What does 2026 represent? 2026, the essence of that number is 1, right? And if you know anything about life path number, 1 represents leadership, creativity, taking initiative, right? So we're going to touch on leadership for right now. And I'm going to have an episode where I discuss this in, detail. But for right now, we're going to touch on just one of the attributes that you have to have in order to be a good leader. You have to have vision. And that's what we're going to touch on today, having vision. And the reason that you have to be a visionary if you want to be a good leader, because you got to see things that are not there. You got to be able to see the things that are not seen by the naked eye, by the common eye. You got to look beyond the veil. You got to be 10 steps ahead. And what I'm trying to convey in this particular message is this. If you're thinking about 2026, you're already lost. Your mind should be on 2035, 9 years from now. 9 represents the number of completion. That's how far beyond that you have to have your mind set to. If you're just thinking about 12 months from now, man, you lost the game. You lost the game. Life is a game. You got to play to win, right? This is chess, not checkers. The big boys are not thinking about 2026. They're thinking about 2035 and beyond. That's where your mind got to be, man. You dig? You got to have vision in order to be thinking that far. You got to see not with just your 2 eyes in your head. You got to look with your 3rd eye. Use your mind's eye and visualize where you want to be in 2035. What you want to be driving. The place you want to be living at. The clothes you want to be wearing. The restaurants you want to be eating at. That's the things you have to be thinking about and visualizing in your mind's eye today. Not in 12 months, but in the next 9 years. Where are you going to be? What are you going to be doing? Who you're going to be talking to? Who you're going to be associating yourself with? What job are you going to be working at? What business are you going to be opening or starting or be successful in? You dig? What trade are you going to be picking up? These are the things you have to be thinking about. In order to be thinking about these things, you have to have vision. You have to be a visionary. Who you are today are the results of your past thinking. If you are not where you want to be, if you are not who you want to be, the only person you got to blame is yourself, because that's your past thinking that got you where you at right now. When you was 10 years old, if you wasn't doing the right things and moving in the right direction and thinking about the right things, when you got 20 or when you got 15, you was unhappy with your life or where you was at. Let me unpack that. In your 20s, you're preparing for your 30s. In your 30s, you're preparing for your 40s. In your 40s, you're preparing for your 50s. In your 50s, you're preparing for your 60s. So your 30-year-old self is depending on your 20-year-old self to make the right decisions. That when you get 30, that you'll be happy with all of your past decisions. Your past, your future is all present right now. I'm gonna say that again. Your past, your future It's all present right now. If you could see it through your mind's eye, then you understand that it's all right here, right now. The only difference is time. That's it. Time. Because time is the time is the creator of it all. It just takes time for you to actually see it in your reality today. So the decisions that you make today is going to affect your future. So you have to understand, you have to be 10 steps ahead, 9 steps ahead, 100 steps ahead. I know that's a lot for y'all to be thinking about. I know y'all ain't gonna think 100 steps ahead, because that's a lot. But you have to be ahead of the game. This is chess, not checkers. In order to win in the game of chess, you have to be 8 moves ahead of the person that you're playing against. You have to be 8 moves ahead. In life, you have to be 8 moves ahead, 9 moves ahead, 10 moves ahead. If you're just thinking about the next 12 months, you already lost the game, man. I'm not thinking about the next 12 months. I'm thinking about the next 9 years, where I'm going to be in 2035. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what's on my mind. The next 12 months, if you sleep too long and you hit the snooze button, you might miss it. That's how fast these years are going by. That's how fast this motherfucker's moving. If you sleep too long and you hit the snooze button, you might miss it, man. You see how fast 2025 flew by? That shit was moving like a train in the night. You dig? So if you was just thinking about the next 12 months, you lost. You dig? Yeah, man. Let's get into it, man. We're gonna talk on some high level conversation. We're gonna chop it up on a whole different frequency, right? Let me see what's going on in the chat, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got to be on a whole different frequency 2026. A whole different frequency. Every decision you make today affects your future. You got to have vision. You got to be able to see what your future is going to look like before you know what I mean? Get it in your reality. Before you have whatever you desire, you have to know what it looks like. You got to know what it smells like, know what it touches like, know what it tastes like, know what it feels like now. You got to know what it feels like now, not later. You got to know what it feels like now. When you take 2 minutes for yourself, you have to be visualizing the things that you want. Can you sit down and visualize your goals and your dreams for an hour? Do you know how to use your imagination to see the things that you don't have right now being in your reality 9 years from now? Do you know how to use your imagination in that way? Because your imagination is your 6th sense. Yeah, they told you you only have 5 senses, but your imagination is your 6th sense. So you got to understand, you have to be thinking way beyond just the surface. You got to be a visionary. In order to do that, you have to slow down, stop for a second, ignore the noise, and control your thoughts and command your thoughts like soldiers. And have it think about the things that you want now, today, in your life. And if you can't do that, then you don't have control of your mind. And if you don't have control of your mind, then you don't have control of your life. So this 2026 is it's just going to be like all the other years. It's going to be like every other year that you had or experienced before if you haven't got full control of your mind. So you have to understand that you cannot just be thinking about the next 12 months. You have to be thinking about the next 9 years. The next 12 months, like I said, if you blink, hey, you might miss it. You sleep too long, you hit the snooze button and it's over. It's gone. It's a wrap. These days and these minutes and these hours are moving like trains in the night. You letting time just blow by like leaves in the wind. I'm gonna say that again because I know y'all wasn't listening. And if y'all was listening too slow. You're letting time blow by or fly by like leaves in the wind. Come on, man. So we can't waste no time. We have to think beyond our 2 eyes, right? We got to see beyond that. And anything that I wanted in my life, I needed to have vision in order to achieve it. Before I started the podcast, I already knew what it was going to look like in my mind's eye before I was able to achieve it. I had vision. Before I got a Rolls Royce, I knew what I wanted. I don't care how long it was going to take. I knew what I wanted before I got it. It was on my vision board. I had vision. I knew the color it was going to be, even though I didn't get the color I wanted. But the fact that I got a green, that means, hey, God wanted me to stay clean. Because if it ain't green, it ain't clean. I wanted an all red one, but anytime I want to, I could paint that motherfucker red and voila, my dream is fulfilled. But it ain't all about the color. It was all about the manifestation of having that exact thing that I wanted. I wanted the car and I got it because I had vision. I wanted my stocks portfolio to go up. So what did I do? I envisioned my stock portfolio going up. And I made sure I put it on my vision board. And that was one of my goals for 2025. And before the year ended, guess what? My stocks went up. It just took time, but that's what I wanted to happen because I saw it in my mind's eye. I had vision. So this is the thing that you gotta have in order to be a good leader. This year is about leadership. This is about leadership. Are you a leader? Who are you leading? Niggas be wanting women to follow them to the end of the road, but not understanding she can't follow somebody that don't know where he's going. In order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower. So you have to know how to take instructions from the people that you value or the people you see that are successful, because that's who you're supposed to listen to. Somebody who has what you want or been where you are. So you have a different type of respect for them. So you don't mind taking their mentorship and following their lead. So even though you may be leading a tribe of your own, you have to be a follower of somebody else because somebody got to be smarter than you. You can't be the smartest person in your circle because if you are, then your leadership would stop at a certain point that you won't be able to lead the people that's in your tribe to the promised land. And even your leader got to have a leader. But the ultimate leader of it all is God, right? He's the leader of it all off the rip. So if you don't have a leader right now that you could talk to and converse with and mentor you to help you to take the right steps and the right moves, then who better to go to but God? You feel me? But you gotta have vision in order to see that. You gotta have vision in order to know that. You can't touch God, you can't see God, but you gotta know that he's real and you gotta be able to see him in your mind's eye and believe. And I got to the point in my life where I don't believe no more. I know. Because I believe that if you put your faith in belief, belief can always be swayed. But once you know something, your knowingness is unshakable. So I believe that I'm real. Like I know that I'm real. So I believe like that type of knowingness. That nobody can sway what I know. So, and that's because I have vision. I got vision. I understand everything I ever wanted in my life, I was able to achieve using my imagination and being a visionary. Being a visionary. So leadership is very important. And to be honest with you, if I had to be quite frank, I had to be honest with you, I believe leaders are born, they're not made. Truly in my heart, I believe leaders are born, they're not made. It has to be in you, not on you. Now, hear me out. Now, you may not know all the qualities of a leader or what makes a leader when you're young coming up. You might not even see yourself as a leader. And then over time, as you progress in life, you start to pick up more wisdom and more understanding, then you realize, oh shit, I am a leader. And the first person I have to lead is myself. And sometimes, like I said again, when you're young and you're moving through life, you might not be sure that you are a leader because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what a leader is. And the people that you associate leadership with, you may feel like they have attributes that you don't have because you're young and you're still evolving, you're still growing. So you don't know all the qualities that you may acquire later on in life. And that's what happened to me. I didn't know all the qualities later on in life that I was going to be able to have. When I was coming up and they would have speakers come to school and I'd be playing with my friends, having a wonderful time, just enjoying myself, you know, just being as mischievous as I could, then the speaker would pull me to the side and tell me, I see a lot of potential in you. I'm young, dumb, I don't know what's really going on. I want to play with my friends. I'm thinking in my mind, why do you pull me to the side, man? I'm trying to enjoy myself, man. What you mean? You see potential in me. I don't even see potential in myself. Matter of fact, I can't even spell the word potential. I don't even know what the word potential mean. Let me get back to kicking it with my homeboys, man. Fall back. That was my mindset, you dig? I didn't even think about being a leader. I was too busy being a follower. Too busy being a follower. But like I said, all leaders was once upon a time a good follower. But that's what I was going through in my life. And then fast forward, I met other people throughout my life that told me and pulled me to the side, man, you got a lot of potential. I remember one time I was chilling and, you know, hustling on the block with my homeboys, like I said, being mischievous, doing whatever I wanted to do. And I'm just doing my thing, right? And one of this, you know, guy walked up to me and he said, what you got in your hand? I told him what I got, you know, and he was interested in, you know, who I was. He asked me what was my name. I said, you know, Syndicate. And he said, okay, what's that stand for? And I told him what it stand for. He said, what's your, you know, what do they call you? I said, they call me the Handsome Hustler. And, you know, I'm young, like I said again, I'm feeling myself. I don't know no better. He said, why call yourself the Handsome Hustler when you can call yourself the most handsome hustler? Don't just settle for being a handsome hustler, be the most handsome hustler. And he left, and I thought about that, and I was like, oh, he put an extra on that motherfucker. It was a simple word, just M-O-S-T. But it means so much when you put that extra on. You know what I mean? He said, don't just call yourself the handsome hustler, call yourself the most handsome hustler. Let somebody else refute that. You know what I mean? I can't pronounce the word that well, refute. I think that's what it meant, or that's what I meant to say. Let somebody else refute that. Let somebody else say you not. Let that make somebody else feel uncomfortable about themselves. But you gotta believe in yourself that much that you say, man, fuck it, I ain't just a handsome hustler, I am the most handsome hustler. I'm not gonna say I'm a good speaker, I'm gonna say I'm the best speaker that's doing it right now on this podcast thing. You dig? So that's what that taught me, self-confidence. That small little lesson that I learned when I was young, hustling on the block from an older dude just came up to me from Adam, I don't know, from Adam and Eve, and gave me that small little jewel, and I picked that up and I learned a little something from that, you know what I mean? A normal person might have not really picked up no jewel from that particular conversation, but me, being who I am, not knowing who I was at that particular time, but being who I was at that time, I took that as, oh, okay, I need to really believe in myself on a whole nother frequency, on a whole nother level. I gotta really, truly believe in myself. You dig? I can't just say I'm this and I'm that. I gotta say, yeah, I'm the best at what I do. Nobody could touch me. I gotta have the confidence of Mike Tyson when he was in the ring, and he said, I want to eat your kids. I'm cut from the cloth of Alexander the Great. I'm cut from the cloth of great men. When he was popping that shit, when he had the ultimate confidence. I got to pop it like how Muhammad Ali was saying, I'm the prettiest, I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Ain't nobody could fuck with me. That's the type of confidence you got to have. And that's what I developed, and that's what I took from that conversation when I spoke to that guy on the street who didn't know me from Adam and Eve, but he gave me that jewel and I picked it up and I ran with it. And that's why I am who I am today. So I give contribution, and I give blessings, and I give my appreciation to everybody that I met on this journey, because each and every one of the people that I've met on my journey through life all played a position in where I'm at. They all played a part. They all played a part. As small as the role may seem, they all played a part in the grand scheme of things. And that developed the character that you see today. That developed the leader that you see today. That developed the man that you see today. The spiritual being that you see today. And later on, I saw the same guy at a bar. I'm chilling again, being mischievous, chilling with my homeboys. We just doing what we do best, looking for women, having a wonderful time. We looking for the, the honeys, man. We trying to find something to vibe with, take home and knock down. Because that's our mission when we young coming up. We trying to find something to take home and knock down. We not looking for love, we looking for right now. And I'm drunk as a skunk. I'm drinking my favorite drink, Hennessy and pineapple. And if they don't have the Hennessy and pineapple, you know what I want? That blue martini, right? That blue Long Island. And you know they got 7 different liquors in that blue Long Island, so when you drink that, you saucy. Yeah, you lit. When you drink that blue Long Island, man, one of those right there, they're gonna have you right for the night. Get 2, and you definitely on a groove. Yeah, you on the move when you feeling 2 of them blue Long Island in your system. I'm feeling right. And the nigga hit me, he tapped me, and I saw him, and I was like, oh shit, what's up? It's the same homie I saw on the block. I like, what's up, man? He said, what's poppin', man? How you doing? I said, I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I'm just getting right, He saw that I was drinking that blue Long Island. He said, man, why you drink? I said, I don't know. I just do it because it make me feel good. He said, feel good? He said, man, come on, man. I told you got potential in you, man. Why you drinking that, man? They make that shit for monkeys, man. You the king of the jungle. You a lion, man. Why you drinking that shit for, man? They make that shit for monkeys, nigga. You ain't a monkey. You the king of the jungle, dog. You a lion. I see you hanging with your homeboys, you having a good time, you getting saucy, and everybody doing their thing. But you gotta understand, in the grand scheme of things, man, in the concrete jungle, you a lion. You either gonna eat or be eaten. You know what I mean? How they say that? You gonna eat or be eaten or whatever the fuck. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You either gonna eat or be ate. Which one is gonna be? And when he dropped that jewel in my ear, I was like, oh man, damn. He gave me something to think about. You know what I'm saying? He gave me something to think about. I still wanted to look cool in front of my homeboys, so I continued drinking. Even though he told me they made that for monkeys and it made me feel some type of way, and he let me know that, man, you a lion. You the king of the jungle. And this world you living in, man, you really gotta take, you know what I mean? Take your life a little bit serious, man. I told you got potential, man. And like I said again, I thought about it for a second. I ain't stopped drinking though. I was still having a good time because at that particular time I was a follower. I'm following my friends and doing what they doing, man. I'm getting lit. You know what I mean? Only thing I never followed them doing was popping pills and ecstasy and all that shit, but that's what they was doing. They was having a good time. Not all of my friends, but a few of them. That's how they was moving. But the only thing I stuck to was the liquor, right? Anyway, right? When I went home, I thought about it, and from that day on, I never drunk again, man. You did? From that day on, I changed the way I was moving. I said, oh man, he's right. He's 100% right. I am the king of the jungle. I am a lion. He gave me self-confidence. He's almost like he was an angel just popping up as spirits of the moment throughout my life. I didn't even know this nigga from Adam and Eve. Like I told you, I met him one time on the block. Later on, I met him again at a bar. I never seen him again in my life. But the jewels he gave me in those short moments that we've met changed the trajectory of my life, because now I don't drink because of what he said. That seed that he planted in my head became a forest. And now because of that, I don't participate in all the bullshit and the buffoonery. When niggas popping pills, I'm drinking water. When niggas is drinking liquor, I'm drinking water. When niggas is doing all the bullshit they want to be doing, I'm drinking water. Because I don't need no liquor courage to go holler at a female. That was the first reason why I drunk in the first place. When you're young, you need a certain amount of courage, and alcohol give you that false courage. And you go at a female because you saucy, you're feeling good, you got the Hennessy in your system, you feeling like, yeah, she deserved to be with me. And you go holler at her because you got that false courage in your system. That liquor, that Hennessy, that Casamigo, that Don Julio, that 1942, that shit got you right. You feel like you can do anything you want to do when you're on that 1942. You feel like you can take care of you can conquer the world. Yeah, you feel like you can conquer the world when you got that false liquor in your syrup, that false courage in your system. And you go holler at her and you get, you got a successful rate of hollering at women, and they actually, moving in your direction when they see you moving with that confidence, and you believe in your mind that, oh shit, the liquor's a part of that. So that's why you continue to drink, because you feel like, okay, this motherfucker got me right. You dig? And I came up to her with confidence, and she felt my energy, and I'm knocking it down for the night. But that's just a false perception of confidence. That's not real confidence. Confidence is being able to go holler at a female with no drugs in your system, no liquor in your system, with nothing in your system. You just go based on your own energy, based on your own vibration. Nothing giving you the courage. You having your own courage that you possess inside of your body, because you know who you are. You believe in yourself that much. You have that self-confidence in yourself, and you go and approach her and you holler at her and you get her number and you let her know, hey, listen, baby, I'm liking your vibe. Happy New Year's, by the way. Nice to meet you. I like the dress. I like everything you got on. Oh my God, them shoes are fly. I like your whole physique. You belong with me. Yeah. I know you with your man. I know you doing your thing. Who that nigga is? That's your man? Oh, nah, he not my man. That's just somebody I came with to celebrate New Year's with. Oh, word? Okay. But listen, man, I see you getting your drink and you're doing your thing. A sucker gonna buy the drink. I understand. Suckers, don't leave with your money. If you leave with your money, you fuck. That was an opportunity where you could buy her drink and you would get the number. But if you do that and she give you the number because you buy the drinks that she was purchasing, she's only gonna fuck with you because you did a nice gesture as such, buying the drink. You know what I do? I don't buy the drink at all. I let her pay for her shit. I still get the number. Why? Because I'm me. That's the type of confidence you gotta have. And then you get the number and you hit her later and be like, what's up, ma? We gonna link up later? Yeah, enjoy your festivities. Happy New Year's, by the way. That's how that's supposed to go when you get that self-confidence. You don't need no liquor. You don't need no weed. You don't need no alcohol to give you no false confidence to holler at a female. Come on, man. She's just a woman. You the conqueror, lion of everything on planet Earth. God give you dominion over everything on planet Earth, even a woman. So you should never need no false confidence to holler at a woman. You should never need no liquor, no weed, no ecstasy, no pills, no nothing to holler at a woman. Once you a man and you a leader has to have a vision. In order for you to have vision, you have to have a clear mind. You can't have vision without having a clear mind. And all that alcohol, all that weed, and all the other substance that you abuse, only thing that's going to do is give you a false sense of vision. Your vision will be impaired. They tell you that before you jump in a car and you have liquor in your system, understand that your vision will be impaired. I can't pronounce the word because I'm still an island boy. Your vision would be impaired. You dig? Understand that. So, you gotta have vision. You have to have a clear mind. You gotta be moving with a clear mind. For 2026, your mind has to be clear. So you have to get rid of all the junk and all the clutter in your mind, and you gotta have only positive things going inside of your vessel. Eating clean and healthy. Drinking clean and healthy. Thinking positive, clean and healthy. That's the way your mind gotta be. In order for you to have a clear vision of where you wanna be or where you're gonna be the next 9 years from now. Like I said again, if you're thinking about 2026, you already lost the game. The game is over for you. You need to be thinking about 2035, 9 years from now. Where are you going to be? Who are you going to be with? Where are you going to be living? What car are you going to be driving? This is what you need to be thinking about now. Your future and your past and your present is all here now. Who you are and where you are the results of your past thinking. How was you thinking 10 years ago? So if you're not happy where you at right now, if you're not satisfied where your life is at right now, that's because of your past thinking. You lack vision. I'm gonna say that again. You lack vision. What's going on in the chat, man? Talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on in the chat? What's popping? Shout out to the Bahamas. You already know what it is and what it ain't. Shout out to London. Happy New Year's. I see London in the chat. I see Bahamas in the chat. Okay. Let me see some fire emojis. Let me see some likes. Let me see some appreciation. Let me see some. Let me see some. I gotta see it. I gotta see it to believe it. I gotta see it to know y'all fucking with it. I gotta see it to believe y'all really rocking with it. Talk to me. Yeah, I gotta see it. I'm waiting on them likes. I'm waiting on them hearts. Yeah, come on. I gotta see it. Okay, y'all with me. Y'all with me. We locked in. We rocking, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we do best. I've been on here for about, let me see, maybe an hour, I think. But we ain't going nowhere yet. We ain't going nowhere right now, man. We still rocking out, man. Don't even trip. We still rocking out. We still talking about vision, man. We still talking about vision. You gotta have vision, right? Everybody lock in. Okay. Somebody said it's not about the destination. Somebody said, now we can agree to disagree. It's not about the destination, but the journey. Somebody who said, the person who said that, Simon, come on, man. You forgot who you talking to. I think you forgot who you talking to. They said, now we can agree to disagree. It's not about the destination, but the journey. Take it one day at a time. Tomorrow is not promised. Haha. Yeah. You talking to the wrong person, man. Come on, man. I've been telling y'all that. I've been saying that. Success is a journey, not a destination. I've been saying that. That's the correct quote. That's the quote you should have said in the comment or in the chat. Success is a journey, not a destination. Remember that quote. Come on, you talking to a person that know that more than than you know the palm of your hands. You feel me? So yeah, don't get it twisted. You have to take it one day at a time. That's a given. But this conversation is about being a visionary. This conversation is not about taking it one day at a time. This conversation is not about success and the journey, right? Even though it is about that. It's about having vision, and all that really goes together when you really think about it. In the grand scheme of things, it all goes together because it is a journey, right? And the journey, at the end of it, comes with a destination because there's something that you want to achieve, right? There always should be something that you want to hold in your hand that you can say, I did that. There should always be something that you striving for that you can touch physically and you can say, man, my wish came true or my dream came true. And that's the destination. But the journey is now and in between you and the destination. And the things that you learn in between that journey or in between that journey and that destination is what's the value. That's the value. All the things you learned in between where you at and the destination. That's the jewel. The goal, that's just the reward after the journey. The car, the house, the wife, the kids, that's the reward to let you know that it wasn't all in vain. That's something you can touch. That's something you can feel. That's something you can resort back to and say, you know what? When I wanted something, God came through. And if it was a hell of a journey, but this is what I got at the end of the rainbow. And if you really think about it, a lot of times people will look at me and they'll say, man, I would love to have your life. You live a hell of a life. I would love to be, living the way you live. I admire your life. I admire everything about you. But if you think about it, you'll realize you would not want to live my life. You would not want to walk in my shoe. You think you would. It sounds good in theory, but if somebody told you, I think I was listening to a lecture from KRS-One, and he spoke about this. And I want to try to speak on this, touch on the same topic, and I hope I do it just. But it goes something like this. He said, if somebody told you that in order for you to have everything you want, your mother has to die. Yeah, we're gonna have to knock your mother off. Yeah, your mother gonna have to definitely get knocked off in order for you to get what you want. Yeah, I know you wanna live a life of opulence. I know you wanna live a successful life and have everything you want, but your mother gotta pass away. But not only that, you have to be an immigrant, an illegal immigrant for about 15 years. Yeah, you're gonna have to be an illegal immigrant for about 15 years in a foreign land with no friends and just a small family that is doing whatever they could to keep you oppressed. Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. You gotta survive. This is America. It's not a free ride. You're gonna have to work at a job that's gonna pay you below minimum wage. You're gonna have to work slave hours, and you're gonna have to give every dollar and every dime you make to your aunt just to live, just to be there, because nobody's giving you anything. These are the things that you're gonna have to do in order for you to get the things you want. I know you want $1 million. I know you want to be a millionaire. I know you want to ride a clean car, a Benz, a Bentley, a Rolls Royce. But in order for you to get that, your mother has to pass away. You got to be an illegal immigrant, and you got to be outcast by your father. You might be like, wait a minute, hold on for a second, hold the fuck on. I know I want to be successful, but I didn't know I was gonna have to give up all of that. I love my moms. She the one who nursed me and breastfed me and did everything for me, and she's the reason why I'm here. I can't give up my moms. I can't. But you said you want to be successful. You said you want to be successful. What do you mean? How bad you want to be successful? You just told me you want to be successful. You just told me you want to live my life. You just told me you wish you had the life I live. You just told me that. Do you really want the life I live, or do you think you want the life I live? Because in order for you to get that, you have to go through all of this. You got to lose your moms. You got to be an illegal immigrant in a foreign land with nobody to help you or hold your hand. You got to be outcast from your father, so you can't fall on nobody. Nobody can be your crutch. You only can depend on yourself. Nobody's there to hold your hand. How bad you want to be successful? How bad you want to walk in my shoe? How bad do you want to be me? And you realize I don't really want it that bad. You realize you're not willing to sacrifice all the things that you love and you care about in order to have success. See, hindsight is 20/20, right? We can look back at things and we can say, damn, I went through a lot to get to where I'm at now. And we think we want something, but if we knew what we had to go through, if we knew all the storms that we had to go through in order to get what we want, if God let us see, if God just gave us a glimpse of what we had to go through before we get what we want, we would change the actual thing that we think we want. And some of us, most of us, will no longer want that particular thing they're striving for. If God actually gave us a glimpse, just make us see all the fucking things we're gonna have to go through, all the losses we're gonna have to take, all the trials and tribulations we're gonna have to persevere. Listen, man, we would forget about the actual goal. We would forget about it. We'd be like, fuck it, I ain't trying to go through all of that to get this. I ain't trying to do all of that. Nah, I know I want to be successful. I said I want to be successful, but I didn't want to go through, I didn't say I want to deal with all the trauma. I didn't say I wanted to lose my mama. I didn't say I wanted to have to be going through all of this and working like a slave in order to get what I want. I'm not saying I was going, damn, I don't want to have to do 20 years in jail. I know I want to be successful, but god damn, I don't want to have to do all of that. So, before you judge a man for his success, before you look at someone and you judge them for all the things they have, and you judge them for what they don't have, and you judge them for what they do and what they don't do, before you judge a man, ask yourself, would you walk a mile in their shoe? Would you trade places with them? Would you rather be in their position? Before you judge a man, understand that we all go through something in life. We all dealing with something in life. No one is exempt. So when you see somebody successful, understand, don't just look at what they have. Look at all the things that they possibly could have went through in order for them to gain that level of success. Because it all comes with something. It all comes with something. Nobody just get a free ride to success. It all comes with something. People lose a lot of friends, a lot of family on their road to riches. Success comes with pain. Living life comes with pain. You can't avoid it. But you have to turn that pain into profit. You have to turn that pain into prosperity. You have to turn that pain into love. You have to turn that pain into compassion. And then you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because the pain doesn't stop just because you decide to move with compassion. The pain doesn't stop just because you decide to move with love. The pain doesn't stop just because you want it to stop. Like I said again, Anthony Joshua just came up off a wonderful, you know what I mean, success story. He had a wonderful fight. He had a great fight. He was at the top. I think he made $43 million after taxes with that fight. Yeah, I think he made about $43 million after taxes with that fight. Went to visit his family in Africa, and all of a sudden got in a car crash. 2 of his best friends died, and it was his trainer. If somebody told you to win $43 million or to receive $43 million, 2 of your best friends gotta die. If somebody told you that right now, you would say, fuck that $43 million. My best friends gotta live. So before you ask for success, before you judge a man, before you thinking about walking in somebody's shoe, understand, nobody gets a free ride in this thing called life. We all going through some shit. We all gonna deal with some shit. And it's gonna be a lot of heartbreaks along this journey. It's gonna be a lot of deceit. It's gonna be a lot of frenemies. There's gonna be a lot of failures. It's gonna be a lot. But you gotta be ready for it. You gotta be ready for success. 2026. This is it. I got a new episode out on Patreon right now called Playtime is Over. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched it, I advise you to go check it out. I recorded that episode especially for my Patreon members. So, if you're a member of my Patreon, you'll be able to have access to that video. If you're not a member of my Patreon, you need to become a member. So yeah, don't envy nobody else's success. Don't look at people's lives and think everybody got it made. And I wish I had what they had, or I wish my life was like theirs. Nah, it sounds good in theory. You think you want what they got, but you don't understand what they had to go through and what they had to deal with. Because we all dealing with some shit, and we all fighting our way to get to the top. We all want to be successful. What they said in that movie, well, success took a shot at you. What are you going to do? Become unsuccessful? That Frank Lucas movie, American Gangster. That's what the crime boss told Denzel, who was playing Frank Lucas. He said, well, success took a shot at you. What are you going to do? Become unsuccessful? Nah. You're going to turn that pain into profit. You're going to turn that pain into prosperity. You're going to turn that pain into love. You're going to turn that pain into compassion. You're going to turn that pain into grace. You're going to turn that pain into mercy. And you're gonna have to do it over and over and over and over again because the pain never stops. It doesn't leave you. And once you live in this thing called life, you're gonna go through more pain, you're gonna go through more shit. That's how life works. You cannot be a black man in society and not have I told my CPA that the other day. You can't be a black man in society and not have a record. They're gonna make sure walk you through the system. Even if they don't hold you, they don't keep you, they're gonna try to lock you up or give you a ticket, or they're gonna do something to have you in their system. You dig? But that's a whole nother topic for another time. We're not talking about that. We're talking about leadership and being a visionary, you dig? You gotta have vision. And also I wanna touch on the fact that why is it every time New Year's come around, it seems like all of your motherfucking bitches wanna hang with you the same time? Excuse my language, lady. I didn't mean to use the B word, but I just gotta express it the way I feel. It seemed like on New Year's Day, all your females wanna hang around you the exact same time. Ain't that some shit, fellas? You like, God damn, man, hold up, ladies, relax. Motherfuckers wanna hit you left and right. Bitches that you ain't spoke to in years wanna hit you up. Hey, what are you doing for New Year's? What's going on for New Year's? Where the party at? Do you got a section? Do you got a table here? Do you got a section over there? It's like everybody and their mother want to hit you up for New Year's, like they know it's going to be a big extravaganza and they want to be involved. I know the fellas have it hard on New Year's, man. I know y'all have it hard. My heart goes out to y'all. I know your side piece want to hang out with you. Your girlfriend want to hang out with you. Your lady want to hang out with you. Sometimes I know you just feel like, you know what, I'm staying home, man. I ain't going nowhere for New Year's, man. Because too many of y'all want to hang out with me the same time. And really, it ain't about me. It's about y'all just want other motherfuckers to let y'all want the other females to know that, yeah, I'm the main one because I'm with him on New Year's. That's what it really be all about. Yeah, she don't want to kick it with you just cuz. She want to kick it with you because she want all the other rest of the females that you might have been playing with throughout the year. She want to let them know that I'm the one. I'm the head honcho around this mother. You dig? Yeah, I'm the head honcho around this motherfucker. You bitches just side pieces. I'm the one he spent time with on New Year's. I'm the one he brought in the New Year with. So I am the queen of it all. It just seemed like that. I know that's what the fellas go through because we talk about it. You dig? I know the fellas go through that all the time. New Year's come up, yeah. You feel me? Like I said, the side piece want to kick it. The main piece want to kick it. The joint you just smash on Sundays want to kick it. You dig? They all want to kick it on the same day. And you got to make a decision. Is it going to be her? Is it going to be this one? Like, man, who's going to be the one I bring in a new year with? Sometimes you wish you had a twin so he could be over here and you could be over there. Cause you like, I don't want to make nobody upset. I don't want to disappoint nobody. I want to make sure everybody happy because I don't want to lose nothing. I know how we think as men. We don't want to lose nothing. So we wish we was triplets or twins so we can have our bodies or our twins chaperone each one of these females that you may be involved with at the same exact time. And the women, all they want to do is be with you on New Year's just to get that brownie point. Just to make sure the other bitches would know that you the head motherfucking queen in the house. You feel me? Yeah, I know how y'all think, ladies. That's why I'll be kicking it with the fellas on New Year's. I tell them off top, listen, I'm gonna be with the homies, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Yeah. I know you want to chill with me on New Year's, but let's celebrate. Let's celebrate on the 29th or the 30th. But on the 31st, I'm kicking it with the homies, man. Matter of fact, it's New Year's every day for us, baby. Because anytime I wake up with you and we together, that's a new day and it's a new year, baby. You feel me? Yeah, sometimes you gotta run that type of game with them. Let them know, man, I don't just celebrate one day, I celebrate every day I'm with you. So we not going to just, you know what I mean, simplify our relationship to just one day. And if you don't respect my gangster and respect what I decide to do, kicking it with my homies on New Year's, then that's on you, baby. That's on you. You ain't as down as I thought you was. You ain't as solid as I thought you was. Is it all about a new year or is it all about us? Which one? Is it about being with me on New Year's, or is it about being with me forever? Which one is it? Because if it's all about just a new year for you, then I know that you just doing it for the clout. You doing it for the hype. You doing it because you trying to impress somebody and it ain't me. And when that happens, you have to be understanding and let her chill with her homegirls on New Year's. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying? You can't be a dictator and just be like, nah, it's my way or the highway. You gotta leave some room for her to chill with her friends on New Year's and let her know, here's some money, baby. Go chill with your homegirls on New Year's, get you a little section and enjoy yourself. But I'm kicking it with the fellas. That's how you gotta do that if you wanna be an all-star player in the game. If you think you're a real player, that's how you gotta do that, man. You gotta be like, baby, listen, I'm gonna kick it with my homeboys. We're gonna do something real light, you know what I mean? Nothing real major, but here's some money real quick. Kick it with your homegirls on New Year's. Buy yourself a section, because I don't need you and no other nigga section. I don't wanna hear that shit about somebody had a table and you was there because your friends was there. Nah, here's a couple dollars, get you a section. I'm chilling with my homeboys for New Year's, and I'm gonna make sure I text you to let you know everything is good, let you know that, hey, I'm thankful and grateful that I'm with you for New Year's. But this is how I'm playing it. If y'all niggas need some game, that's what you do when you got multiple females and you don't want to spend New Year's with one of them. You make sure all your female is secured and they spend time on their lonely or by their lonely with their friends, right? Make sure they solidified and got their space with their friends and they got everything set up. You might have to spend a pretty penny, but that's what you're gonna have to do sometimes, you dig? And then you go kick it with your homeboys and y'all just do it like that. Or you might be like, fuck it, let them bitches get mad. It is what it is. I'm gonna kick it with my main joint. If them other side pieces get mad, it is what it is. If they ain't rocking with me, fuck it. I'm gonna go into a new year with just my main joint. I'll find some new ones later throughout the year. You can have that mentality too. You ain't even gotta spend a dime and let them know, hey, I'm with my main joint. Y'all should understand that. Y'all know what it was from the moment we met. I'm a man, I'm a leader, I'm gonna lead with the truth. I told you what it was from the moment we met. And if I did tell you, you should understand the type of caliber of nigga that I am. I'm never gonna have one, so it is what it is. You gotta respect that. You just can't come into my life and think all of a sudden you the only person in my life. Come on, baby, I'm a real nigga that's really having it. I'm a nigga that's really, really, truly having it. You think I'm just gonna have one? Come on, you gotta be smarter than that. And if you don't think that way, then you dumb it in a bag of rocks, which means I shouldn't be fucking with you anyway. You did? Yeah, I shouldn't be fucking with you anyway if you dumb it in a bag of rocks and believe that you can come into my life and I'm having it and driving nice cars and living in nice high rises and really having it my way. You think you the only one? Come on now. You got to be smarter than that. You dig? So New Year's, I'm gonna be with my main joint. That's the mentality you gotta have when you a leader and you leading with the truth and you ain't got nothing to hide. If you ain't got nothing to hide, when you spend your New Year's with your main joint, the side pieces gotta respect that. And if they don't respect that, hey man, exit stage left. Exit stage left. Didn't need you and don't wanna be you. You dig? I'll find a new one tomorrow. It's a new year, I need some new pieces anyway. You did me a favor. Yeah, you did me a favor. I needed a new joint anyway, so the fact that you want to leave me for the New Year's because I didn't spend New Year's with you, like I said, see ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya. You did? You did me a favor. I need me a new stable. I need me a new chick that's going to ride with me to the end of the world. And you wasn't that one. You not the one I thought you was gonna be. It's all good. You saved me time, money, and energy. Cause I know a lot of niggas lost their side pieces on New Year's. I know it. I know it. You ain't even gotta tell me, I know it. A lot of you niggas lost your side pieces for New Year's, I know it. Cause they mad, they saw them pictures with the new joints you got. Yeah, they saw them New Year's pictures and you gotta post it. And if you don't post it, your girlfriend or your main chick, homegirl is gonna post it. And your side piece is gonna see it. It is what it is. I know she gonna see it. And I know she gonna have an argument with you whenever she speak to you, and a lot of you dudes gonna lose your side piece. I know you already did lose your side piece for the new year, but don't get mad, it's all good. She did something, she did you a favor. It's time for you to get a new flock. It's all good, man. If she can't respect that you wanted to be with your main lady for New Year's, well, fuck her then. It is what it is. Fuck her then. Go into the new year fresh. Start off new. Start off with a fresh start, man. You feel me? She should be able to respect the fact that you chilling with your main joint for New Year's. She shouldn't be giving you no attitude or be getting aggravated or, being upset at the fact that you spending time with your main lady for New Year's. Nah, you should understand. I've been kicking it with you all year, baby. Come on now. You know this day is dedicated for my main joint. You know how we play it. And if you get in your feelings, it's all good. You gotta put on your I don't give a fuck hat for New Year's. That's the type of mentality you gotta carry within the year, man. That's how you gotta carry it in the new year. Yeah, you gotta put on your I don't give a fuck hat for the New Year, man. If you in your feelings that I spend time with my main chick for the new year, that's your bad. If you can't respect that I gotta spend time with my main chick, that's your problem. You gotta understand. The nigga been kicking with you all year, man. He been fraternizing with you all year. This year should be dedicated for his main lady. You dig? So I sympathize with you niggas that lost a lot of your side pieces for the new year. It's all good, my brother. She did you a favor. You gonna find a new one. Don't even trip. Don't even sweat it. You will find a new side piece. You need a new one anyway. She been falling off. She hasn't been on her job lately. She hasn't been doing the things that you wanted her to do. She hasn't been really truly supportive. Nah, she hasn't been really truly supportive. She hasn't been that supportive. So you need a new side piece anyway. You need somebody who's gonna be more supportive. You need somebody that's gonna be more understanding. You need somebody that's gonna understand on holidays, you gotta spend it with the main joint. You know what I mean? She gotta know that Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, she has to understand those days are already signed and sealed and solidified and dedicated to your main lady. It is what it is. If your side piece don't respect that, if she don't understand that, if she don't acknowledge that, then you need a new side piece. You dig? It's that simple. Don't make it any complicated than it need to be. Don't make it more complicated than it need to be. If your side piece don't respect, you're gonna be spending birthdays, holidays, New Year's, and Christmas with your main piece. She got to kick rocks. It is what it is. We ain't missing nothing but the motherfucking check. You dig? Yeah, we ain't missing nothing but the check, man. Anything that don't respect what you stand on need to be gone. This year, anything that don't respect what you stand on gotta get out of your life. It is what it is. One of my homeboys had a situation with a female, man. Yeah, we're gonna tell y'all story time. Give me a second. Hold on. We're gonna get into story time real quick. You dig? Yeah, man. One of my homeboys was telling me a situation, right? He had this female that he was checking and he was dating. He was rocking with her for a little bit. They wasn't really dating long, you know what I'm saying? Just a couple months. And, New Year's came around and she asking him what he's doing for New Year's. And he's like, I'm not sure yet, but I'm trying to figure it all out. I'll let you know when I do. She told him she going to Miami for New Year's. He asked me, what do you think about that? I said, I don't know, man. If your girl going to Miami for New Year's, that shit can go left, you know what I mean? You know what happens in Miami. There's going to be yachts. There's going to be parties. There's going to be a lot of things going on. And women don't spend money on yachts and clubs and tables and bottles. So a guy is going to be definitely facilitating that. The guy's going to spend the money on the yacht. The guys are going to spend money on the bottle. So your chick will be on these yachts and in these sections with other men, with their friends. And he was like, man, that's heavy. So anyway, he went back to his female and he told her, listen, for New Year's, I don't want you to go to Miami. I want you to stay here. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but I'll let you know. But I don't want you to go to Miami. And she took it upon herself to go anyway. She didn't take his advice. She decided she said, fuck it, I'm going anyway. That's where my girls are going. I never been to Miami. I want to enjoy myself. So she went. And he told her, listen, if you leave, when you get back, I won't be here. the bitch got on the flight anyway. Man, that's a bitch who don't follow instruction. Yeah, she don't follow instruction. She don't believe in him. She don't believe in what he stand on. So you know what he got to do? He got to stand on his word. She been texting him while he was, she been texting him while she's still out of town. She still got, her location turned on so he could see where she's at. But I told him, stand on what you say, man. You a man. You got to stand on what you say. If you said, if she go to Miami and when she come back, it's a wrap, it's over, you're not gonna be here, you're no longer gonna be together, you gotta stand on that. You a man. Because if you don't, and you take her back in your life, she'll never respect you. The respect is gone. Matter of fact, the respect is gone from the moment she decided to go against your words and go against what you said to do and do what her friends told her to do. The moment she decided to follow her friends, she lost her respect. The moment she decided to go to Miami, you told her not to go to Miami, the respect is gone. Mouth say anything, action says everything. So, regardless of the fact that she may say, I want to be with you, I don't want you to make that decision, I still want to be with you regardless. Excuse me. I still want to be with you regardless. Regardless of all of that, mouth say anything, action says everything. Her action says she don't value the relationship. Her action says she don't respect your word. Her action says she don't believe you. Her action says she don't think you could be the leader that she needs. Because you telling her to do one thing and she's doing the other. So there's no respect there. And once the respect is gone, I can't say the love is gone. The love is never there. Because if a person don't respect you, shit, they can't love you. Can't disrespect me and say you love me or you care about me. And like I said again, as a man, you don't want your chick being in Miami and you not with her, because you already know what's gonna happen when females go to Miami. You dig? You already know how this is gonna go down, man. Like I said, it's gonna be yachts, it's gonna be parties, it's gonna be clubs, it's gonna be events, it's gonna be liquor, it's gonna be a lot of things going on. It's gonna be a lot of distraction. It's gonna be a lot of men trying to holler at your woman, especially if she finds she got a nice body and she got a nice tan. Oh, you can forget about it, man. Yeah, you better believe she gonna be all up in booby trap and tootsies and all these other spots where it's really going down at. And you know, when women got liquor in their system, man, anything is bound to happen, you dig? So I told her, man, forget about her. You need you a new side piece. Yeah, you need you a new joint, man. Forget about her. Get you somebody else, man, that's gonna follow your lead. You a leader, you got vision. You see things before they happen. That's why you the leader. That's why you the man. That's why you want her to follow your lead, because you got vision. You a visionary. You see things, like I said, before they happen. And if you smart and you got your, you know what I mean? You got your eyes, you got your glasses on, you can really see what's really happening. You understand once your woman go to Miami, you not there. Hey man, it's going down like Young Jock, you dig? Most definitely it's going down. But you better believe that. Especially when she got some friends with her saying, fuck that nigga, man. It's New Year's, let's turn up. Yeah, especially when she got them friends talking, forget that nigga, let's turn up. It's New Year's. We having a good time. We ain't worried about no niggas. We don't give a fuck. We just gonna enjoy ourselves. It's a new year. Fuck that nigga. Listen, man, when they talking like that and they friends are hyping them up like that, like I said again, hey man, a nigga catch her slipping, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. So you gotta stand on your word. Being a man, you gotta follow on everything that you say. Don't say things and then take it back. Nah, you gotta stand on what you say. You gotta understand, man, if a woman don't show you who she are, when a woman show you who she is, you gotta believe her. It is what it is. Don't try to mix it to fix it. Once a woman decides to show you who she is, you gotta believe her. That's just what it is. You gotta believe them. Anytime somebody show me who they are, I believe them. I don't try to mix it to fix it. I don't try to figure it out. Nah, I look at you and I see what you do and I believe everything you do. I don't believe nothing you say. I believe everything you do. And I believe every relationship should be battle tested. I'm going to put you through a test. The one thing I learned in 2025 is this, man. Everybody say they with you until it's time to be proven. I'm going to say that again because I know y'all was listening too slow. The number one thing that I learned in 2025 is this, man. Everybody say they with you until it's time to be proven. Until it's time for them to actually do something that goes against what they truly want to do in their heart. That's when you realize the people that you think are with you are not really truly with you. Everybody's with you until it's time to be proven. Everybody got your back until it's time for you to actually ask for some help. Everybody got your back until it's time for them to actually do something to watch your back. Know what I mean? Let me say that again, man. Everybody got your back until it's time for them to actually have your back. Everybody want to ride with you until it's time for them to actually be riders. Now it's time for you to be a soldier. Now it's time for you to be a rider. Now it's time for you to have my back. Now it's time for you to show up for me. And you drop the ball. That's one of the most important lessons I learned in 2025, man. Everybody say they got your back until they have to prove it. And 9 out of 10 times, they all will drop the ball. They always do. They always do. They always drop the ball. For some reason, they always drop the ball. So when somebody show you who they are, don't mix it to fix it. Just believe them. You being a leader, you being a visionary, the moment you meet a female and you put up restrictions and you tell them they can't do this or can't do that, not from the space of wanting to control them, from the space of just, I don't want you to do this. That's just it. I don't want to control you. You can go and you can involve, you can enjoy yourself. You can have a wonderful time. You did. You can have a ball, have a blast. You just can't do it with me. Yeah, you can have a blast. You can enjoy yourself. You can go to wherever you want to go. But you just can't do it with me because I already know what's going to happen when you put yourself in these environments. And if a woman respects you, you should be able to tell her, I don't feel like you should go to Las Vegas by yourself or with your friends without me there because, I respect you and I value the relationship. I just don't think it's a wise decision because you're going to be around your friends. There's going to be a liquor involved. There's going to be a lot of temptation. I know you're human and anything is possible. And I don't want to put you in that environment. So I don't want you to go. Maybe we can go later in the year. A respectable woman is going to value that and say, you know what? I respect the relationship. I respect your decision. And yeah, why not? I'll wait until we can go together and we can celebrate our first time in Vegas together. But if a woman decides to say, you know what? I hear you. I respect the relationship. I still want to be with you, but I'm going to go with my friends. Right then and there, she's showing you who she is. Right then and there, she's showing you that she don't value the relationship. Don't be a soft ass nigga. Don't be a forgiving ass nigga. Make sure stand on the next decision you decide to make. And if you're smart, if you're anything like me, you'll tell that bitch to kick rocks. See ya. Time for me to get a new one. Yeah, you fine. Yeah, the pussy good. Yeah, the head good. Yeah, that's cool. But you don't listen. I need a woman that's gonna listen. So that gotta be the energy, guys. Coming into 2026, that has to be the energy. Don't fuck with nobody that don't listen. Don't fuck with nobody that don't follow your instructions. Don't fuck with nobody that don't understand your motives. And if they gotta ask you why this and why that, hey man, tell them I'm a man and I'm standing on what I say. I'm a leader And if I feel like you shouldn't go that way, then that's what it is. If I tell you duck and you ask me why, you're already dead. I told you duck, bullets was flying. You wanna ask me why? You're dead already. By the time you ask why, you're shot in the head. So if a man tell you duck, bitch duck. You dig? Don't ask why. Why is a crooked letter. But yeah, man, we went somewhere else with it, but it all goes together. Having vision, being a leader, standing on your word, standing on your principle, and just enjoying life. I'm on here for an hour and 35 minutes. Yeah, if she don't get right, she gonna get left. That's a fact. Somebody say sound controlling as fuck. Ha! A man can't protect nothing he doesn't control. To the lady that says sounds controlling as fuck, a man can't protect nothing he doesn't control. You dig? You want a man to be a protector, a provider. You want a man to be your confidant. You want a man to be a person that you can talk to and come to anytime you have a situation or a problem. You want a man to be the one to resolve these issues, but you don't want him to tell you what you can and can't do. You out of pocket for even thinking like that. I gotta say that again. A man can't protect nothing he doesn't control. You want a man to be a provider. You want a man to be a protector. You want a man to be the one that talks to you late at night when you have an issue and come up with a solution. You want a man to take care of all of everything that you may have going on with you. But you don't want a man to tell you what you can and can't do, and then you want to say it's controlling? Nah, it ain't controlling. It's a man being protective of he's being a protector of his relationship. He's protecting his relationship. He's protecting his investment. He's been investing time, money, energy. So if he decided to say, hey baby, I don't want you to go to Las Vegas with your homegirls and turn up. It's not controlling. He's invested in this relationship, and he believes you going to another city with your homegirls to turn up, that could be detrimental to the relationship. That could affect my bottom line. That could affect my investment. Like I said, I invested time, money, and energy. And not to mention, my heart is invested in this relationship. So if I don't want you to go to Las Vegas and turn up with your homegirls by yourself, then you should respect that and honor that. Because I'm thinking about us. Ultimately, I'm not saying you can't go. You can do whatever you want to do because you have free will. You're a grown-ass woman. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you decide to make that decision, you better believe that's going to affect this relationship and how we move forward. Because if you decide to make moves and make decisions without me, then that lets me know you don't respect my leadership. That lets me know you don't respect this relationship. So that means things are gonna have to change. Now, I'm not saying I'm not gonna fuck with you no more. That might not be that. Nigga like me, I might not fuck with you at all, but some niggas will still fuck with him. But he's gonna have it in the back of his mind, she can't be the main joint. I gotta keep her on the side. I gotta reevaluate this relationship because she don't respect my leadership, you dig? A man wants a woman that respects his leadership. You can't say it's controlling, you can't say it's possessive. You just gotta understand that this is the way a man think. This is how we operate. We gotta control our relationship. We gotta control our investment, right? We gotta understand that, listen man, especially if I got kids with this woman. If I got kids with this woman and I got a house with this woman and I got certain things invested in this relationship, you gotta respect my decision making. I'm not gonna let you do any and everything just because you feel like doing it and your homegirl wants you to do it, so you like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Nah, you gotta relax, ma. Let's go together if you really wanna go. If it's really about that trip and it's really about, you know what I'm saying, you having a good time and you wanna experience it, let's go together. And if you don't respect that, then that lets me know it's It's a little bit more than what it is. And any woman that got the right mindset and respects a man, she gonna respect that. She gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it. I see my homegirls later. I respect my relationship. I'm laying down with you every night. This is what it is. If you wanna go later, 2 months from now, I'll wait for you, baby. That's what it's gonna be. A respectable woman is gonna have that type of mindset and that type of outlook on it. The toxic woman is gonna be like, that's controlling. What you mean I can't go with my homegirls to Las Vegas and turn up? What you talking about? Any female with that type of mindset, you want to stay far away from them. Stay far away from any female with that kind of mindset that have that type of outlook when you tell her not to do something. They feel like, oh, it's controlling because I told you to do something else, or wait until I come, or wait until till I feel like, you know, it's the right time for us to go together and experience that together. Plus, it being your first time. Why wouldn't you want to experience that particular place for the first time with me? Come on, man. She gonna respect that. Any real woman is gonna respect that. Any real woman is gonna value that. Any real woman is gonna honor that. If you're not a real woman, you're gonna say it's controlling. You're gonna say it's possessive. And that's why 99% of y'all be single with that mentality. A man can't protect nothing he doesn't control. And if you can't control your relationship, you can't control the kids, you can't control what's happening around you, then you shan't be mad that your life is in shambles. You got to be able to control what's happening around you. If I don't have no control over a female, then she not mine. That's just how I think. If I don't have no control over a female, then she's not mine. I can't be laying down with you every night. I can't be taking you out to dinner every other weekend. I can't be taking you to concert, spending New Year's with you, spending holidays with you, and you telling me I can't control none of your decision making. I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. I have no say-so over your life. I can't tell you not to take a trip with your homegirls. If I can't make none of those decisions, then you're not mine. Simple and plain. And that's the advice I gave the person that I was talking to that was in that situation. If you can't control your woman in no form or fashion, then she is not yours. She is for the streets. Let her breathe. Let her live. Give her back to the streets. It's okay. Let some other nigga have her. Let some other nigga experience her. She is for the streets. Stop trying to bring motherfucking bitches from outside the streets in your house. She belongs to the streets. Let her be for the streets. It's okay. She's a grown-ass woman. That's how she want to live her life. Let her live her life. Don't stop her. Don't try to convince her to do something else. Don't try to make her do something else. Let her be for the streets. Let another man get to experience her. You already got to experience her. Stop being selfish. Let her be for the streets. Another nigga want to see what that head like. Another nigga want to see what them legs like. Another nigga want to taste her. I know you want to taste her more. I know you want to feel her more, but let her be for the streets. She wants to be outside. Let her be outside. Stop handcuffing bitches that don't want to be in jail. Let her free. Anyway, man, I'm going to give y'all an opportunity to call up, man. Let's talk about it, you dig? I'm having fun tonight, man. We just popping this shit, man, you dig? Simone say you can have an input, but you're not controlling nothing around this motherfucker. You funny. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you gotta respect that. You gotta respect women that have that mentality. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I bet you $100, Simone Black. Simone, you a black woman? I know you a black woman with that mentality for sure. I love my black woman, but y'all strong like a motherfucker. Y'all headstrong like a motherfucker. You gotta respect a woman with that mentality that said, you can have an input, but you're not controlling a motherfucking thing around here. You gotta respect a woman with that input. And that's fine. You can find a nigga that had that mentality that accepts that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure there's a guy out there that's gonna accept that type of mentality from a woman. I'm sure there's a man that don't mind a woman being headstrong and not, you know, don't take his advice. You know, there's a woman out there that tells her man, shut up, sit the fuck down. This is what's going on. I give you the instructions, not the other way around. I'm sure there's a woman out there that's doing that to a nigga right now. You better believe that. Y'all know I got the bat phone, right? Oh, hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. What up? Cheers, what it is and what it ain't.
Mr. Porter.
What's poppin'? What's going on? Talk to me. Yeah, happy.
Yes, this is Simone.
Woo!
Hold on, that's Tiff. You know, I gotta come up here and read you a little bit.
Let's go.
Yes,
Let's go.
I'm a black woman. But see,
know
where
it.
you get it twisted at is that you feel like, remember you said never dominate, but domineer.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. So just be gentle in your approach. You don't have to be controlling, but you can be suggestive. Okay?
I can dig that.
So-
most definitely.
Okay, and it shouldn't matter the color because we already know what you like.
I like them all,
Okay.
baby. I like them all. Short, tall,
No, you don't.
polka dot,
Because, honey,
yellow.
I went down your old Instagram,
Yeah.
and you had some negative things to say about black women.
Me?
You don't want to go here.
Me?
Yes, you.
Nah, come on, man. There's a lot of fake.
You said why is it always a group of I'm gonna tell you verbatim what you said. Why is it a group of women? They always got that one black friend that look like Dennis Rodman.
That was funny. No, that was a funny situation, but that was true though. A group of different ethnicities, women and shit be having, like, you know, they'll have a group of Asian women or a group of white women, and they always get that one black friend that look like Dennis Rodman. I said that in regards to the fact that there's beautiful black women that you could be friends with as well. You don't have to always pick the ugly one to be friends with. That's why I said that. But you dig? But regardless.
But your Instagram clip didn't say all that.
Nah, I can't. Come on.
Cut off right after that.
Come on. You got to understand. I do. Listen carefully. The short form content is to get the people engaged, to make them want to listen to more. I'm going to put out the stuff that's going to get the clicks, but you have to watch the whole video to get the actual context of what I was trying to convey. So don't just look at the clips and take that as face value. There's more to the story, but the clips are just to get you intrigued and make you want to go down the rabbit hole to see what I really mean by this particular statement. That's why I said that, you dig? And that's why it cut off right there. But let me say this, right? In regards to the, you could dominate but never domineer, and you could be suggestive but not controlling. Now, when you suggest something to a woman, right, and say, well, I suggest that you decide otherwise, or I suggest that you do something else. 9 out of 10 times, being that particular way with a woman, especially a headstrong woman, she's gonna go forward and do what she wanna do regardless, based on the fact that you only come in there with that suggestive type of demeanor. When you come as a man, hold on, let me finish. Depending on the scenario though. It all depends on the scenario. If you ask me, hey, which color dress should I wear? Red or white? Well, I suggest you wear red because I'm wearing black and black goes great with the red. That's a different scenario. That's a different conversation. But if you come to me and you say, hey babe, my friends want to go to Las Vegas for New Year's. How do you feel about that? And then I say, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I would prefer you not to go. But if you do go, when you come back, you're not mine. And she goes anyway. Then that's a woman who don't value the relationship. You can't.
Nope, that's not true.
Hold up. You can't do something that goes against what I'm telling you to do and think that I should believe you value me or value the relationship. Nah.
I do.
Make that make sense.
I do. I value you and I value our relationship. But you got to understand something. I need space just as much as you need space. Okay?
It's not about...
And if I'm hold on, because you got a chance to talk.
Go ahead.
Okay? So, I'm going to hang out with my girlfriends because I spend more than enough quality time with you. Understand? I want to let my hair down and rehash old memories. Girl, we going to talk about and do certain things, but I'm a woman. I'm not a little girl. I know how to conduct myself. If you can't trust me to conduct myself in such a womanly manner when I go out of town, then we don't need to be together. Straight up. Because you got to understand that
Now, let me interject right there. That's my point, and that's why I told him. You have 100%, everything you just said, I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000%. And this is the advice I gave him. I said, number one, whether you trust her or not, right? That ain't the basis of the situation. The basis of the situation is this. You want her to stay in your city, and you want her to do something in your city and be with you, right? Or not even be with you, just do something in your city with your friends. It's not about trust. It's about the fact that this is what I prefer you to do. This is what I suggest you do. And this is what I want you to do. So if you value me, you value the relationship, you value our future, then you're gonna make a move based on that. You're not gonna follow your friends, because the women that follow her friends are the ones who don't have a man, are the ones who won't have a husband. When you got a husband or you got a man, your decisions that you make are no longer just based on your own selfish need or your own selfish pleasures. Everything that you do affects the relationship or affects the marriage or affects the family. So you have to make conscious and wise decisions. And if your man or your husband tell you, hey, I prefer you not to do that right now, you gotta respect that. And you gotta tell your friends, hey ladies, I would love to go, but based on the fact of the circumstances, I can't go right now, maybe later. And then you and your man decide to deal with that moving forward. But a real woman is not gonna go against the grain. A real woman is not gonna go against her king. A real woman is not gonna go against the family. You dig? Regardless of how she feel and what she wants.
That's in your mind though. That's how you operate.
Duh, nigga,
you
that's
a Scorpio. That's how you operate. Not all men are insecure like that.
Let me ask you a question.
They don't rock like that.
Let me ask you a question. That's nothing about insecurity, ma. See, that's the
It is.
See, that's the problem with you.
Because you can't trust me to be outside without you and not do nothing behind your back.
Listen, you're talking with too much bass in your voice. You're gonna have to calm that the fuck down right now. You got too much octave, too much bass. Lower your shit. I'm talking on a whole different octave. You dig? So we're gonna have to start right there. Talk on a lower octave. You dig? That's number one. Lower the bass in your voice. It ain't have nothing to do with insecurity. It has everything to do with leadership. Period. Leadership. Nothing to do with insecurity. Because the person that I was having this conversation with, he's a well-established man that can get any woman he desires. He has it all the way put together. He don't have to deal with a woman that don't listen or take his lead. He don't have to deal with any and everybody. You feel me? So if he decided to make that woman his lady, he obviously saw something in her and he valued the relationship. The guys who don't give a fuck, who tell you, yeah, go ahead, have a good time. They only telling you that because they want to spend time with their side piece. They want you out of their hair. You dig? And they don't care what you do. When you value your relationship and you value your lady, you don't let her do any and everything that she wants to do, because sometimes it can go against, it could be at the detriment of the relationship. And it has nothing to do with insecurity. It has nothing to do with insecurity. It has everything to do with leadership. In my aspect, in my eyes, has everything to do with leadership. So, say for instance, she do go to Miami. Oh, she do go to Las Vegas. Is it okay for her to be at a table with other fellas and other guys? Is it okay for her to be on a yacht that other men pay for? Is that okay?
But no, because there's women out here, you don't understand what's women out here that's bosses, and they got boss friends. We could get our own section. We could get our own yacht. It don't take much to get no yacht. It don't take much to get no
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Let me just add this one point too. You can't be a leader if you ain't a married man.
Oh,
Who
now
you
you talking.
leading as a boyfriend?
Now you talking crazy. Oh my God. She said you got to be married.
I heard a pastor say it, and that's where I got it from. And when he said it, it clicked. I think that is true if you really think about it.
She said you can't be a leader if you're not a married
A
man.
man cannot be a leader if he's not a husband. Only a husband can lead is exactly what the pastor said.
That's what the pastor said?
I thought about it.
She said only a married man can be a leader. On that
husband.
Only a husband can be a leader. Man, you better stop the cap. Stop. Hey, listen, man. The pastor is just preaching a good sermon, man. He just preaching a good sermon, man. That's all he doing. He trying to get his tithes up, man. That's all he doing, man. Come on, man. You trying to tell me a leader? Come on, man. Stop it, man. Where's the pastor getting this information from?
But that's why the woman that you dating is still in the girlfriend status.
Who said?
And she's not a wife.
Who said?
Because you ain't leading her right.
Who said I'm dating any woman? We're not talking about.
I'm just speaking in general. I ain't even necessarily talking about you, but if your dog will holler.
Okay, because I just want to make sure. Okay, because I thought you was trying to just say I was in a relationship and yeah, I'm letting you know a whole lot.
And if you are in a relationship, it's okay to admit that to your viewers. Because, and the only reason why I'm going to say that is because you still going to get womanly support.
No.
Because I want woman support.
Nah. That's the last thing I'm thinking about, man. I don't even think about women's support or men's support when it comes to this podcast shit, man. I'm just putting some paint where it ain't, man. That's it, man. Do you think I'm thinking about women's support or men's support? I don't give a damn. I support myself. I pay the bills around this motherfucker, you dig? If I had a wife, I would say it. If I had a committed relationship with a woman for up 10 years, I would say it. I don't give a damn, you dig? Come on, man. I'm a different kind of nigga. I don't give a damn about having people support me or not support me. I support myself. You feel me?
So why are you not in a relationship? You're a well-established man. You're handsome. You take care of yourself. You do what needs to be done. You don't have no children.
She's trying to get my business. Why are you
not in no relationship?
She trying to get my business.
Because you definitely can be a catch to somebody.
Oh, most definitely. You trying to get
my business. So why you ain't caught?
Hey, listen, baby. You gotta relax, man. You asking too much personal questions, man. You dig?
You don't like to talk to a Sagittarius because we gonna get in that ass.
Nah. Pause. Number one, pause. Right. So you say a lot of shit. See, I can tell right now. You hand out the ass whoopings in your house, huh? It sounds like you beating your man. It sounds like you the one that tell your man to sit down.
I'm just a strong-headed woman.
Yeah, I know.
Woman. I'm a strong-headed black woman.
When last you had a man?
With me.
When last you had a man?
You want me to be honest?
Yes.
And then I know what you're going to say after this. You
be honest.
Shit after this.
Be honest.
After I had my daughter, I stopped dating. And my daughter 11 years old.
So you trying to tell me you ain't had a man? You ain't had a man in 11 years?
I don't want to kiss on a man and be kissing on my newborn baby. I left my child's father.
So you ain't had a man. So you ain't had a man in 11 years?
Nope. And I just turned 40 December 19th.
Well, you know what? You got what Kevin Samuel used to ask him. You got any cats?
Yep. I do. Her name is Luna.
You cats. Where's Kevin Samuel when you need her?
And she's a girl. So it's 3 girls up in this mug.
So you got 3 cats.
No, I have a cat, just one.
Okay.
And I have a daughter, and then it's me. It's 3 girls.
Okay, see, I understand. 11 years, just a cat and your daughter. I understand. It all makes sense right now.
Just imagine if you was my child's father. You want me running around, running up on dudes and being with this dude, that dude. You want me to be solely focused on our child.
You ain't
understand what I'm saying?
Listen,
it takes a lot.
Listen, hold on. Calm down. I'm speaking now. You ain't got a man in 11. You haven't had a man in 11 years. You the last person to come on this motherfucker and give any advice or tell a woman not to follow her man. You crazy? You ain't had one in 11 years. You can't get no motherfucker.
In a relationship though.
Okay, well you ain't been in a relationship with a man in 11 years. You can't tell nobody to
but you gotta remember my previous years.
Hold on. We're gonna put you on mute in a minute if you don't slow down for a second. Let me finish pop my shit. You can't tell a woman to not listen to her man and you ain't had one in 11 years, man. If your man tell you, hey ma, stay your ass in the house, don't go out, I don't want you hanging with them type of bitches, the woman should respect that, you dig? And you should not come on this motherfucking platform and tell a woman to do otherwise because you ain't had one in 11 years. You don't know how to be submissive to a man because you headstrong and you love cats and you got one kid and you don't know how to keep a man because the one that you did have, the one that had the kid with you, he got the hell out of Dodge and he got far away from you.
I left.
Yeah, I know you left because most women always leaving in relationships. They don't know how to stay down until they come up. You got to stay down. Y'all always leaving too soon. You got to relax your mind and understand it's going to take time for him to change. It's going to take time for him to be the man that you want him to be. But y'all ain't got no motherfucking patience, and that's why you end up leaving.
That's not always true.
It's not always true, but 99% of the time it's the facts.
Like 10 years. I was in a relationship with somebody that was incarcerated. I held him down for 8 years. He came home and
so you like jailbirds.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't during the whole relationship. He did come home.
Listen,
I stayed with him. He
that's
paid
your
my
fault.
bills while in it. He did all he needed to do.
Hey, listen, baby.
I'm a sag. I just don't take no bullshit. I ain't fucking around.
I can dig that.
Man, we either get along or we don't, and I'm out. If we don't get along, I'm out.
But let me say this though. Let me give you some jewels. After this, right? We shucking and jiving, we popping our shit, we doing what we doing, right? But at the end of the day, what I want you to get from this conversation is this, right? A man cannot protect nothing he doesn't control. And when a man says he don't want his woman to do something, it's not always out of insecurity. A lot of times it's just to protect what he has and what he values. That's the main thing I want you to get from this conversation. We can shuck and jive, we can pop shit, we can talk, and we can go back and forth, and we can do our thing. But the main thing that I want people that are watching and viewing what we talking about right now, what I want them to get from this is my stance is this. A man cannot protect nothing he doesn't control. So if your man is making a decision or wants you to make a decision, you have to follow suit based on the fact that you respect his leadership, you respect his vision, you respect his mind, and you're gonna move accordingly because you value the relationship. And whether you headstrong,
okay, so let me ask you
hold on. Relax. Whether you headstrong or whether you submissive or whether you just in between and you neutral, each and every one of you should understand that. And if you can't understand that, then you should be by yourself and never be with nobody else. Because anytime you in a relationship with somebody else, it's always two. That runs the game. There's two. There's two heads in the relationship, and there's two people. So you have to make sure when you make a decision, always think about the next person. Don't make a decision just based on your own selfish need. There's two people involved. All right? That's all I want to get. That's all I want to say.
Okay, I'm going to let you go after this because somebody else might be trying to call and want to talk to you. But I'm going to just ask you this one question and we could dead this.
All right.
So what if she say the same thing in return what you saying to her? Like, yo, babe, I don't want you going out tonight. Like, dead with your homeboys.
You know what?
Netflix and chill
You know what?
with me and you. Period.
And you know what? Me being the type of man that I am, shit, depending on the situation, I respect that. Let me keep it 100. Keep it 100. You know how many times women, I believe women have intuition, right? One time, one of my homegirls that I was dating told me not to go somewhere, and I didn't. And that same night, one of my homeboys got shot and killed. I could have been there and got caught up in the crossfire. So I've been in situations like that where a female told me, hey man, I don't want you to go to that strip club tonight, just chill with me. And I didn't go. And that same night, I got a call the next day and my homeboy got shot and he died. So, it's all case by case. I don't mind taking a woman's advice if I believe that it's the right decision at that right particular time. You dig? Sometimes you can get counsel from your lady.
So it's advice. Well, now it's advice.
It wasn't advice at the particular time. It was just her. It wasn't advice at that particular time. It was just her wanting to be with me, and she didn't want me to go out. It wasn't really advice. It was just her saying, "Hey, man, I want you to stay in the night and just be with me." You did, and I just took it upon myself and said, "You know what? Fuck it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chill with you tonight." So in hindsight, it's 2020. Looking back at it, I could say, "Man, she probably felt something," and it was a good thing that I made a decision to listen. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's case by case. Every situation is different. Depending on the situation, you either say yay or nay. But at the end of the day, when it comes to friends and people that's outside of your relationship, they should never have more sway over you than your man or your woman, period. That's all I'm trying to convey.
Okay, I'm gonna just let you go ahead and finish the rest of your podcast, honey, because me and you could talk about this all night.
Exactly.
And you'll eventually see what I'm saying. When you meet, matter of fact, when you meet that right one, you'll know when she the right one. She gonna get you together, but in a respectful way. And you gonna look at her like, you know what, babe? You're right. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at the other side of the coin. But you're right. You need a headstrong woman. I ain't gonna say such as myself, but then again, I am. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that, because that's gonna add fuel to the fire for you. She gonna light a fire up under your ass.
Listen, Ma, you
want something soft, timid, and submissive.
Hey, listen,
but you need somebody that's she ain't gonna be argumentative, but she gonna put it in a respectful way. Like, yeah, I can respect that. Like, my shorty a soldier. Like,
see, I would throw you out the roof because you talk too much. Yeah, I'd throw you off the balcony.
You talk too much too.
I would be like, hold up, Ma. I gotta throw you over the balcony, man. Listen, man, I'll catch you later. All right?
Bye, but I can make you laugh. So bye.
Cheers, Ma.
Cheers.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. But man, I throw her over the balcony, man. I'm trying to tell her to relax, and she still want to yap, yippity yap, yippity yap. Listen, man, you gotta relax. Come on, calm down. It's 2026. I'm the one around here that's motherfucking controlling the shit. I'm the one here that's driving the boat, not you. I'm damn near ready to throw you overboard, feed you to the sharks. You talking that goddamn much, man. Shit. That's just, man. But anyway, man, it was fun, though. I appreciate her, man. You definitely added some entertainment to the podcast. We having good dialogue back and forth. But at the end of the day, man, like I said again, I said what I mean and I mean what I say. And I'm a man and I lead by example. I take advice, too. I take constructive criticism. I take suggestions as well. But I also know that ultimately I have to make the last decision. I have to make the right decision. And sometimes it might be the wrong decision. But at the end of the day, she still got to follow my decision. Y'all know what it is, man. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash. What's popping in the podcast? Let me see. Somebody said, we just wish you would stop calling women out their name. I be slowing down with that. Y'all know I don't call women out their name all the time. Y'all know that. Come on now. Every now and then we got to say the B word because I'm a street nigga at the end of the day. Don't get it messed up. I might be looking good in these suits and I look real dapper and I look real nice, but you got to understand I was raised in the jungle. Yeah, I was raised by lions, tigers, bears, gazelles, You dig? I was raised in the jungle, so this is how we talk. This is my dialogue. Sometimes I say some things that may be offensive to women and be offensive to men, but that's not my intention. My intention is to give you some news you can use. My intention is to inspire you. My intention is to influence you. My intention is to motivate you. And sometimes when I'm motivating, I may say words that may be penetrating. I may say words that may hit your earlobe in a way where you're like, damn, why did he say it that way? Why did he use that word? But that's just what it is. I don't mean it to hurt you. I don't mean it to harm you. I don't mean it to offend you. Sometimes I say it just because that's a type of vocabulary that was embedded in me at a young age, and old habits are hard to break. God is not through with me yet. Y'all have to bear with me. I'm on a journey. Take the ride with me. Don't criticize me. Don't crucify me. Just take the ride with me. It's going to be one hell of a ride. 2026. Oh my God, this is it. It's going to be a hell of a ride. And on this ride, it's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go right. It's going to go left. But I want you to take it with me all the way through, because you know where we headed? We headed to the top. Top of the world, baby. You dig? Just stay long, hold strong, and stay long enough. You're going to be able to ride with me all the way to the top, and you're gonna be like, you know what, I was one of his first supporters. I was the first one on the ride. I was the first one there. I was the last one to leave. Yeah, it's me. So take the ride with yours truly, Liquid Cash, man. You dig? Yeah, I know what it is. Like I said again, the number's pinned. You can call up. We can chop it up. Somebody called just now from a 770 number. You can call back and we can talk, and we can, you know what I mean, speak about some things. Anything that you disagree with that I might have said on the podcast, you can definitely call in right now, and you can go back and forth with me and tell me, man, I disagree with everything you say, and we can go back and forth and we can get some understanding, just like me and her did. We got some understanding, even though I don't think nothing is going to change her mind. Nah, I don't think nothing is going to change her mind. She headstrong. She believe what she believes. She's a Sagittarius. She ain't been with a man in 11 years. Well, she hasn't been in a long relationship in 11 years. She might have had some fly-by-night, some niggas that come over there and, you know, pet her cat, you dig, one time, you feel me? Yeah, that's about it. But she really ain't had no man in the house for 11 years. So that should let you know you cannot be taking advice from a woman who had a cat and no man for 11 years. Come on now. And women always want to know how many women you got. Are you in a relationship? Where your man at? Or where your woman at? Or where it is at? Or where that at? Listen, man. Come on, man. You got to relax, all right? You got to relax. It's not about me. It's about you and what you got going on. I don't got to let you know the intricate details of my motherfucking dating life. I already told y'all, man. Shit. 1 is too close to none. 2 just won't do. 3, possibly. Let me stop. Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. Anyway, man, like I said again, I had a wonderful time, man, chopping up with y'all tonight, man. It's a wonderful time. It was a great experience. It's 2026. I've been on here longer than I should have. It's 7:44. I got to hit to the gym. Yeah, I got to go to the gym. I got to work out after this and get my physical fitness right, you dig? I had a wonderful time, man. I didn't expect to go this long, but sometimes, you know, it is what it is. We 2 hours and 13 minutes. I think this might have broke the record, man. This might have been the longest podcast I've ever done. You dig? 2 hours and 13 minutes. It's a wrap. Listen, I enjoyed spending time with y'all. This is the first episode for the new year, 2026. It's a wonderful episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We popped some shit. We talk a lot of shit. We was even kicking shit, but it's all good shit, you dig? Pardon my vocabulary. Like I said, God ain't through with me yet. We still evolving. We still growing. We still getting things done. Hey, man, I hope you got some value from this particular episode. I hope that you was inspired. I hope that you was intrigued. I hope you was motivated. I hope that I hit all of these particular categories, and I definitely gave you some jewels you can use at the end of the day. And if you don't do anything, I want you to remember this, man. It's important, it's imperative that you remember this. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It's yours truly. Cheers. Pirates of the Caribbean. Niggas can't fuck with me, man.
That boy.
It's liquid cash, I need it all out the stash.
I'ma get rich or I'ma get deported. Riding cross country, my Ford Taurus. With two hoes and they both foreign. These trick niggas about to get extorted.